second. Okay, I think. Okay, should be running again. Okay, so it's recording now again. My hard drive just disconnected for a moment, but I think everything should be fine. Yes. All right, so let's get straight into it. Kilua is also here. What's up, Eric? Moino. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to my desktop here. And the first thing that you want to do is, oh, actually, let me, before we get into what the tools you need, I'm just going to quickly show you like a little bit on what we're going to do today, right? So, for example, I have my image here and I want to add elements, right? So I'm going to show you to add elements like this, like sunglasses and some cool chains, and then also use the AI upraiser, the AI upscaling to scale up your finished artwork. So yeah. That's kind of like the basics of what I'm going to show to you today, but there's really a lot of things you can do with it. So let's get into it. First of all, you need a few programs. The basic is Krita. You're gonna install Krita. It's a really cool open source 2D drawing program. It can also do 2D animation, frame by frame animation, but it's mostly there for creating really cool drawings. I'm also posting the links to all the things in the chat here, so you can easily click on them. So yeah, get this program. I'm not going to show you how to install it because it's pretty straightforward. You just download it and install it. Yeah, it's like any other program. And then the second thing you need is Krita AI Diffusion plugin. And this one, I'm going to show you a little bit how to install it because it's maybe not that self-explanatory. Here's the link to that. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to the installation thing here, and you're going to download the latest version of the plugin, right? So yeah, we can just click on here, download Krita, AI Diffusion, and then we get this zip. Okay, and now I'm going to just open up Krita again. How you install this plugin is by going to Tools, Scripts, and import Python plugin from file. And then you just select your zip file, here this one, and yeah, then it's installed. Then you probably will need to restart Krita. So I'm just going to do that too. So we all start from blank, not going to save anything. Restarting Krita. All right, cool. Okay, so then we're gonna just create a new project. For that, you can click on this new image icon here. And something that's pretty important for AI right now is that you should work in a low resolution because it makes it much quicker. Because what I want to show you today is a nearly real-time process, right? Where you can like iterate really quickly and learn how AI works really quickly, and that works if it runs as quickly as possible. So yeah, you want to use a low resolution at the beginning. I'm going to go with 600 by 600, and I would recommend you to not go higher than 800 by 800 in the beginning. So yeah, let's just go with 600 by 600, create. And then you can see I already have my AI image generator panel here. You get that after installing the plugin by going to Settings, Dockers, and then you have this AI image generation Docker. Yeah, you just want to make sure that you have that one enabled. It's going to give you all the features we need. Kilua says, can I delete the zip after installing, or how do I need to be saved? Yeah, you don't actually need to keep the zip folder. You can delete it after you installed the plugin because it basically copies all the necessary information into the Krita installation folder, right? So yeah, you don't need to keep the zip. All right, now we got this. I also adjusted my workspace a little bit to be kind of like conformative with the AI workflow that I like to use, right? So you can like rescale the different panels in Krita by dragging here, and you can close different panels by closing them here. There's also different workspaces. So you can like open up different workspaces here to like do different workflows. And I actually created my own one just called AI tools, right? So yeah, we just have the layers and the AI image generator right here. which is basically everything we need for this workflow. All right, so let me just check that I told you guys everything that you need to know. Okay, we activated that. All right, so let's make sure before we start going into the actual generating, I want to show you some of the settings here, right? So this panel here, if you click on these cogs to the right, you open up the settings for the plugin for Stable Diffusion. And the first thing I want to make sure you guys understand is the connections here. Connections is basically like, oh, Remy the Bow, Janis in the chat. Hola, señores. Wünsche dir ein erfolgreiches Stream. Thanks very much, man. I hope you're having a great day. All right. So, yeah, the connections tab here is probably the most important one. You can select here if you want to run Stable Diffusion locally, right? Or completely online. And this is pretty crazy. Like, I'm going to switch to online service for a moment. This is really crazy. You can create an account on this website and then just really quickly connect it to this, to your plugin. It's super easy. I don't think I need to show it to you. It's very straightforward. And you get, I think 300 tokens for free in the beginning to try it out. And then you can buy 8,000 tokens for, I think, $10. So it's a good price, I think. But yeah, so if you don't have a machine that can actually run Stable Diffusion locally, you can still use all the workflows and all the features I'm going to show you by using the online service. So if you're, for example, on a MacBook or a weak laptop, you can totally run it through the online services for a pretty reasonable price, in my opinion. So yeah, but I'm going to go with local server. I'm going to make sure it's running here. Starting the server. Connecting. Yeah, it's back up. Okay. It does this automatically when you start Krita, so you don't need to worry about this usually. It just happens when you switch between the different servers. Okay, so what we have here is the functionality. You can choose what kind of functionality you want to add onto your installation. And the basics are Stable Diffusion 1.5. This is automatically installed. Like, I personally already have a few things installed here. Wait, we've got a spammer in the chat here. I'm just gonna block that guy. All right, so yeah, the work loads are basically the main Stable Diffusion versions, right? We got 1.5 and we got Stable Diffusion XL. The difference between these two is that XL is much more detailed and much better at generating high resolution images. So if you want to get something that you want to look realistic, you should go with Stable Diffusion XL. Stable Diffusion 1.5 is better for abstract and trippy looking visuals, in my opinion. But you can test around with those two versions. But also Stable Diffusion XL is slower. Like, it takes much longer to calculate. So yeah, for the beginning, to just play around, I would recommend using Stable Diffusion 1.5. All right, and then we got some checkpoints here. These are basically kind of like additions on top of Stable Diffusion. And they are kind of like good at certain things, right? Like, we have also here in the apostrophes, I forgot how these things are called, but it basically says what it's good at, right? So Dream Shaper is good at artwork, Flat 2D Animage is good at cartoon anime style, Realistic Vision is good at photography, Juggernaut XL is, I think, just like an addition to Stable Diffusion XL. And then what's also really important is the ControlNet extensions. ControlNet is the thing that lets you control your generations at the end, right? So yeah, I'm going to show you some of those features, but for example, you can generate a depth map and then from like an image you have and use that depth map to control your generation, right? So you still have all the same kind of like shapes of everything, but you have different textures. But I'm going to get into that in more detail later. Kalua says, is it just my PC or is the stream lagging? Your voice is fine, but your cam lags super hard. I guess it's me. Ooh, I hope it's not me. It looks fine on my end. If anyone else notices me lagging, please let me know, so we can know if it's Killua or me. All right. Okay, so I think that explains it. So yeah, you can select what kind of control net features you want to install. I guess you could install just everything, but I personally already had a bit of experience with some of them, and yeah, I don't use all of them, so I just installed the ones that I use. All right. We got that. Let me look at my notes here. Connections. Yeah, we got online and local. We got the components. Yes, all right. Let's go into the next setting here, which is styles. And styles is where you kind of like predefine styles, right? Like it's pretty cool. You can basically wait. Let's just open this list. So Turbo is one that I created myself. I'll get into that a little bit later. But the other ones are standard. So cinematic photo, for example, you can see that this one uses the Stable Diffusion 1.5 realistic vision checkpoint, right? And you can also change that. But for the standard styles, I would just keep the standard settings too. Oh, Suja says the stream is lagging. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Is it lagging in like a bad way, like in an unwatchable way? Let me just quickly look on my mobile phone how it's looking. If it's too bad, I'm gonna restart it. Let me see. Let me move a little bit here so I can see how it looks on the phone. Oh yeah, it's lagging pretty hard. Oh god damn, guys, that's not so good. Alright, what we're gonna do. The video is lagging, yeah. Okay, I'm wondering if it's the internet connection. I'll just quickly stop and start the stream again, and then you guys can, let's say, check if that helps it. Okay, so I should be back in a few seconds. Alright, the stream is started up again. Let me see, drop frames. Yeah. Okay, I do have... Wait, oh, it could be... Oh, it could be my Google Drive. Okay, wait. Pause syncing. Alright, is that gonna be better? Okay, I think that was it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. Damn. Okay, yeah, my Google Drive was uploading a bunch of stuff. And now it's done. I think it should be better. Let me open it up on my phone. And now it's done. I think it should be better. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Alright, guys, we're back. Sorry for that little hiccup. But we got a good connection now again. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a moment for the guys to come back in. All right. I think everybody's back in now. Okay, cool. So let's continue. After this little hiccup. Okay, so styles. Yeah, so basically these, you have access to these in the menu over here, right? You can select them in here. And they basically have some predefined prompts and quality settings. So yeah, you can create your own ones with, yeah, so basically if you already found what prompts, like if you want to create a bunch of images in a specific style, you can basically create a style preset and put the prompts that that generate this style already in here, so you don't have to retype them all the time. So yeah, that's what this is for. And it's also for using your own checkpoints and models. So I did that, for example, with the Turbo style. The Turbo is basically this little checkpoint here called Turbo Vision XL. It's a really cool custom model made with Stable Diffusion XL, but it's much quicker and it has a cool style. So yeah, I'm personally gonna use this model to show you guys the workflow because it's really fast, right? So you guys can see the process really quickly. But the other models also work really well. But yeah, you can just download this for free and you gotta install it in a specific location. I'm gonna show you. So you can, here, the model checkpoints, you can open this folder up and it shows you where you have to drop in your checkpoint models, right? And then you can drop the Turbo Vision XL model in here. It's almost 7 GB big, pretty big. And then you can select it from the list here. And I also found that the quality presets here, real-time hyper, work best. And I also found that the images that this model creates are very contrasty and almost feel like they have this mobile phone HDR look to it. So I actually put high contrast and HDR into the negative prompts to get rid of that a little bit, because I personally didn't like it that much, but yeah, that was my own choice. Alright, cool. So let's continue with that. We got the custom model here. The interface. Okay, let's continue with the interface settings here. I think I increased the number here of the prompt lines to 2. It gives you a little bit more space here to type in your prompt instead of just 1. I'm actually going to put it to 3 to have more time, more space. And then you can also have the negative prompt directly in the UI here. I think it's pretty useful. It doesn't do that much most of the time, but it's definitely useful to have as a last resort to get rid of things you don't want in your rendering. Yo, iFeature, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the rest is, I guess, fine, turned off. And then the performance tab here, you just want to make sure that your graphics card has been recognized by this, right? So for me, it says the device is the RTX 3090 with 24 gigabytes of VRAM, which is correct. So yeah, just make sure that your graphics card gets recognized here, and then you should be ready to go. All right. Oops, I didn't want to rotate it. I want to zoom out a little bit, but now it's rotated. Can I reset this? Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, so let's get into actually generating stuff. All right, so pretty straightforward now. You can just type in whatever you want to see in the description here. So for example, student at Culver School studying digital magic. All right, and then you can just click generate and it will start generating images. Kilo says the local server installation takes years. Yeah, man, because it's only when you choose what features you want to install, it starts to download them, and those models are, I mean, in total, I think it's going to download around 10 to 20 gigabytes of data. It really depends on what you select, but yeah, it really takes a while to download all of that. So yeah, immediately we can see we got our first results here. And they look pretty good, right? I mean, for the time, like it was almost like super quick, right? If I click generate, you can see how long it takes for it to generate one picture. That's, yeah, really fast. So you can just basically keep generating them until you get the one that you like, or you go in there and adjust the prompt even more. So for example, holding a magic wand. Let's add a magic wand in there. Let's see if I generate again now. If it did that, okay, this one he's holding an iPad. This one, there's people in the background holding. But yeah, so this kind of works. But yeah, you see, it's sometimes it can't get exactly what you want, but that's where the control net comes in later, right? I'm gonna show you how to get exactly what you want. But for now, let's just choose one of these images. I actually like this one a lot. So I'm just going to click apply on this one, and that actually creates a layer on top here. I guess a little bit of explanation here. When you click through these images, what it does, it actually creates this preview layer, and it just switches out the content of that, right? So yeah, if you don't want to see that anymore, you can just hide it, and then you have this generated one that we clicked apply on. And you can also see a little star on the corner of the ones that we applied. Another thing that's pretty good to know is that you saw it always generated 4 after each other, right? The standard setting is actually in here, batches is turned to 1, but that way you always have to click on generate to generate only one picture, right? So I put it to 4, so it already generates 4 with different seeds. And then, yeah, then I have a little selection immediately to choose from. Cool, okay, let's continue with this one. Strength. Okay, I'm going to explain to you the strength slider here. So with this one basically controls, I like to think of it as the creativity of the AI, right? Like if the strength is 100, it means the AI can be 100% creative. And if it's lower, for example, if it's like at around 50%, it means that the AI is 50% creative. That means that it takes into account what's on the screen right now, 50%. So it will apply its own creativity onto what's on the screen by 50%. Maybe, I'm not sure if that makes a lot of sense, but if I turn this to 0, for example, or 1, it doesn't change anything on the image. Let's just show you by an example, right? So I'm gonna put this to 71%. That means I want it to be mostly inspired by this image, but I want to change it in some way, right? So I can change the description completely now and change it to, for example, old woman. Yeah, just old woman. And then click refine. And now it should use this image as a kind of starting point and add the information of old woman on top of it. And yeah, you can see, yeah, the kind of like the framing and they're sitting on the table. It's all still there like in the original, but it added an old woman. So yeah, that's what this strength is for. Like you can see, if I put it back to 100, for example, it's not going to use any of the information that's on the screen. It's just going to create its own old woman. Yeah. Very old. This one may look very, very old. At least 100. Or at least a 90, I would say. Alright. Actually, let's see what happens if we put this very low, like maybe only like 28%. Let's see how old the woman will be in the image. Oh, okay, yeah, so like it's still yeah, this feels weird because it looks like a young kid, but like a I don't know, like an old woman in a young kid body, or a young kid in an old woman's body. That's what it feels like. Yeah. So yeah, this is really useful to kind of like change images, right? You can also do this with imported images. I'm going to show you this by importing my image here as a new layer. Okay. I need to actually zoom out and scale it in the correct scaling. This is the transformation tool here in Krita, and you can, if you select it, you get these gizmos. I'm gonna hold down Shift to lock the axes. And yeah, okay, so now we got me in the image here, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna add in the information of old woman on top of this. Let's see what we get. Oh, what's happening here? Does it still have the old information? Let me do that again, refine. Okay, now it's doing it. Okay, and now it's making me an old woman. Oh my god, this looks so weird. I don't want to be old woman. But yeah, this is basically how the slider works. I got the strength. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the control net features, or some of them. So for that, I'm gonna go into, I'm gonna click, let's just put this back onto 100. And if you click on this layer icon here, you add control layers on top of your, on top of the AI, right? So I'm just gonna add one, and then that's this layer here, and you can select what kind of control you want to use. And you have a lot of different things here. You guys can tell me what you want to go through, but I'm gonna personally use normal for now. Oh, okay, that's too bad. Normal is not supported with the generator I have right now, so let's try depth. Yeah, depth does work. Okay, so, but the problem is I want to generate a depth map. I don't have a depth map yet. Right. Why can't I generate it? Where's the button for that? Oh, here it is. Oh, okay, it was just too small. It was hiding the button. Okay, so this button next to it basically creates the depth map, right? Because we don't have a depth map yet. We just select the layer that we need the depth map from, and then we click on generate here, and then it's going to create a depth map from that image. And you can see we got a depth map. It actually looks really good. It looks really accurate. So now you can also see it also automatically selected the correct layer depth, right? So we can hide that again. We don't need to see it. But now everything we do, it uses the depth information to generate the image. And if I want it to be exactly how I am, I need to put this to 100%, right? This is kind of similar to the strength value here. And it's kind of like at a... Oh wait, no, it's actually the opposite. If I put it to 0, it doesn't take the depth information into account at all. But if I have it on the 100, it takes the depth information completely into account. So if I have old woman and 100% creativity and the depth information at 100%, I generate a new image. It should generate an old woman in my pose now. So let's see what happens. Because what we had before, it added like the old woman on top of me, right? Like it made the image look like it was an old woman. But now it's gonna create a whole new image just with my kind of like pose. Yeah, you can see it here. Oh my god, what's happening with the background? That looks kind of creepy. But yeah, she has the same pose as me. The background is completely different. But yeah, I can go as detailed here as I want to. So I can also go with cool 80s action guy in front of burning building in Miami. Alright, let's generate that. There we go. So yeah, so you see now like all that I used from the original image is my pose, right? That's the only thing that got translated into these new images here. Oh, this one looks pretty cool. Very cool. Alright, okay, something that also I wanted to show you is that you can, for example, for me right now, this doesn't look like Miami too much, right? Like there's some palm trees here, but I'm not sure, I wouldn't be able to tell that this is Miami. And without going into more detail, right, like without extending the prompt, I can just select Miami. And with control and the button, like up and down button, I can add this weight onto that one word, right? So standard is that every word has a weight of 1, but if I press control up, it gets a higher weight, right? So it's more important. So I can get it up all the way. If you put it all the way up to 2, most of the time it breaks, but if you go from between 1 and 1.5, it works usually pretty well. You can go up, but you can also go down, right? So if I want it to be less Miami, I can put it to just 0.5. But yeah, let's go with Miami 1.5 for now, and like let's see if that really makes us think, wow, that's in Miami. Okay, I'm not sure if that makes me think this is Miami. I guess this guy looks kind of like he's from Miami. Okay, no, it doesn't seem like Miami as a prompt works that well. So let's try something else. I'm gonna do Miami, oops. I'm gonna do Miami just normal. And actually I want it to have less fire, right? So I'm just gonna select burning and put that to 0.5. And we should get less burning, we should get less fire. Yeah, it's a little less fire. Oh my god, is he freezing now? Like, is it thinking, okay, if I can't have fire, I must have ice? Is that what's happening here? This is still actually a lot of fire. Let me get back in here and actually put this to just 0.1. Then that way it should be very little fire. Let's see. That's still quite a lot of fire. I mean, this is fine. Yeah, this is not a lot of fire. Yeah, I think this works. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it was minus, right? I don't think it was. I think we can actually go. Oh yeah, it was minus. Okay, so if I do -1, it should be very little fire. Not really. No, this didn't really change anything. That's strange. I mean, usually this works. Let me go all the way down to -2. The 0.1 actually worked best. Fun of burning. Okay, what if I just removed burning completely? Then there should be no fire. I'm just a bit confused now. I'm starting to think that it always thinks a cool guy in front of a building has fire involved. So let's just make sure that's not the case. Ah, okay, here we go. Yeah. That's no fire. And this actually looks like Miami now. With the pink building. Yeah, that's good. This one's actually really nice. Oh, this one's really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna keep... Oh, this one is a little more balanced. I'm gonna keep this one. Alright, so we got this one, and now I'm gonna show you how to add elements to your images. It can be an original image, or it can be an already AI generated image. So what I'm gonna do now is I want to add sunglasses to him, right? I want him to wear sunglasses. I can do that by going into the selection tool here, this is freehand selection, right? And then I just select the area around his eyes. You can be a bit more generous with your selection, but yeah, play around with this for sure. Okay, so what I can do now, I'm gonna try this first. I'm gonna keep the original prompt, but I'm gonna add the information I want, right? Because I like everything about this image, I just want to add glasses now. So I'm gonna do cool 80s action guy with dark... Oh, actually, let's go with pink sunglasses in front of a building in Miami. Okay, and then I'm gonna click on fill here. And then it should start giving me 4 options we can choose from. Oh, something that we might need to change for this is the depth information, though. Because I don't want the glasses to be printed on his face. I want them to be free of that. Alright, this kind of works already. Okay, I'm gonna try turning this depth information down and doing it again. Something that you need to... Wait. I'm just gonna hide this and fill, generate a new fill. Okay, yeah. I guess both worked. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think the depth thing influenced it too much. Oh, this one's kind of cool. This one's also pretty cool. I'm gonna go with these ones. Okay, so I'm gonna apply these. And yeah, now we have those glasses on there. And you can also always go in there and edit those things you added, right? So for example, you see it added this part of the image. But if I want to make it more detailed, I can also remove everything but the glasses, right? So I can go into the painting tool here and activate the eraser. And then I'm just gonna delete everything. I'm just gonna like, yeah, remove a little bit more of the generated stuff, so we have more of the original. You only keep the sunglasses. You can also activate the image below it again. Right. Yeah, there we go. Because it does look a little bit strange in some parts. Yeah. Whoa! I didn't want to rotate, sorry. Alright, there we go. Now he's got some sunglasses. Okay, I'm gonna show you something cool again. There's a really cool feature. You can also switch this mode here from generate to live. And with live, you have the possibility to see what you're typing almost in real time, like as fast as your computer can, basically. So I'm gonna turn this on again, and then you want to press on this start icon here, this play icon, and then you can see it loading, and then it should show you the result in a moment. Okay, that's cool. And the difference here now is that the seed is not going to change, right? So that way it makes it easier for you to go in there and change individual parts of your image. Oh, actually, wait, I need to have the strength at 100%. Yeah. Alright, cool. So yeah, this makes it easy to go in there and change small parts about it, right? So I can add now, I don't know, like flamingos. I want to add... Oh, wait a second, my mouse is disconnected. Okay, I'm back. Flamingo in the foreground. Where's the flamingo? Flamingo... Oh, it's probably because I'm using the depth information and the flamingo is not... There's no space for the flamingo in the foreground, so I'm just gonna... Actually, I'm gonna remove the depth information completely. Yeah, there we go. Flamingo. Flamingo, flamingo. Flamingos everywhere. There we go. Now we've got a lot of flamingos here. So yeah. And you can, if you want to save what you get here, you can click on this button here, this will create a new layer with your generated artwork. Oh, this one looks kind of strange though. Weird compression happening. I guess something that I can show you now, maybe it will get rid of the weird compressions we have here, is the upscaling. So you can also switch to the upscaling workflow here, the upscaling feature. And then you can select how much you want to upscale it. So I can upscale it by 2 times, which will make it this resolution. And then this refine upscale image here is really cool because it uses, if you don't select this, it will upscale it and just like add more detail, right? But refine upscale image is actually, it's adding new detail. So instead of just refine or just upscaling the detail you already have, it adds new detail where it thinks it makes sense. It's maybe also a bit difficult to understand, but yeah, I'm just going to enable this with 30%. So that means it can be 30% creative again while upscaling it. Just going to click that, upscale. And maybe its creativity will make it so that it will fix the glasses. Yeah, it actually did that. So if I disable the upscale, we can see it actually fixed it up really well. Yeah, there we go. This looks much better. Yeah, much better. Yeah, so you see it's totally fine to work in a low resolution and then upscale your result later on, because yeah, that way you can work much quicker and then you get a detailed result at the end anyways. I'm just going to actually try out what's going to happen if we put this creativity to 50% maximum and see how much it adds by itself when upscaling. Okay, yeah, it made the image pretty different. Like the color of the glasses is different, for example, but it does look more realistic overall. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Alright guys, that's kind of like the basic workflow of using AI Stable Diffusion inside of Krita. I would be down for you guys to just like let me know whatever you want to try out or what you want to know how to do, or even just like give me prompts that I should try out and like do something with. So yeah, this is the beginning of the interactive part of the workshop. Yeah, just let me know whatever you want to know. In the meantime, while you're thinking, I can just try out some stuff myself again. Let me see. Killua wants to see some of the other modifiers. Alright, sure, let's do that. Let's reverse this. And I'm gonna work with my original image again here. Alright, so let's go back into generate, add a new control layer. Alright, let's see. We've got normal sun is supported by this. Face. Okay, I don't have that. Oh, actually, reference is really interesting. So with reference, you can import, you can use a different picture style to turn your picture into that style, basically, right? So what I can try out here is I'm gonna grab one of my artworks, for example. What do I have right now? Oh wait, let's try this out. I've got no idea what's gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna import this image here as a new layer, right? I'm gonna scale it up so it fits the scene, and then I'm gonna choose this as the reference image. That's it's got a weird name, B8. All right, I can hide this again, and now it should use. Wait. Fine. What do I need to do here? What happens if I just have 1% strength on the creativity, but 100% of the reference? Let's see. Okay, no, this didn't actually do anything. Alright, let's put this up to 100, I guess. And let's just generate. Let's see what happens with no prompt and no. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. So it basically, yeah, it uses that reference to generate new images. And I think what it's actually doing in this control net reference is actually converting an image into text. So basically it tries to understand, like it's kind of like computer vision, right? Like it tries to identify what's in the image, turns that into text, and then puts that into the prompt. So that's how we get these, they're also like gray cat looking 2D renders. And I guess if we want to style it, we can use the depth layer also as a control net. Yeah, reference, depth, and now it should generate us, let's do 75%. Now it should generate a cat, like a cat in my pose. Let's see. Oh my god, what is this? It's kind of creepy. Kind of creepy. But yeah, it definitely works. It definitely kind of like keeps the aesthetic of the reference image. Kilo asks, can you also make yourself into the pose of the reference picture? Oh, that's interesting. So kind of the other way around. Yeah, let's try that. So I'm gonna... I think the best way to do that is... So I need to be myself, but in the pose of the cat. So I need to get a control layer from this cat somehow. I'm gonna remove this for now. Oops. And gonna add a control layer. Depth. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Let's see how a depth map of this 2D drawing looks like. I have no idea how it's gonna interpret 2D drawings. Okay. Maybe that works. Okay, maybe that could work. Let's add another one. Something that also works pretty well is soft edge. Let's generate a soft edge control layer here. And you see it created these almost like a drawing, right? I'm not sure if these dots will make a problem, but yeah, so let's try to use that. And then I'm gonna use my original image as a reference image. Reference Kelvin, yeah, I'm gonna use all the way, 100% of that reference. Okay, let's try the soft edge first. All right, so it's using my real image as a reference and then applying the soft edge, kind of like the drawing, the outline style of the meme of Thomas. Calvin Catgirl, peak evolution. The perfect being. Oh my god, okay, this did not work. I think honestly the soft edge information is just too messed up with all these, where is it? Yeah, all these dots. I think it's just too confusing. So let's use the depth information instead. Generate. Oh my god, what's happening with the colors? Why is it so messy? I mean, it's kind of doing it. It's kind of doing it, just the colors are super fucked. Alright, wait, let me just see if I just have my reference here. What happens? It should just generate me in different poses in different scenarios. Yeah, it kind of does that. I mean, it kind of looks like me. Not exactly. Yeah, it's definitely using the neon background. Kind of like the image style. Okay, so that works. Let me try adding in the... Oh, actually, what we could also do is we can try to use the... Yeah, we can use the kind of like the creativity of the AI with only 50%, and then add the depth information. Percent. All right, let's see. Okay, that did not work. I think we need to have either... yeah, let's just give the AI full creativity for now. See what happens. Wait. Oh, no, I'm using the depth information of me, not of the cat. This is the cat depth information. Yeah, okay. So now that should make more sense. I'm actually going to remove the reference, and I'm going to use this much strength, and then refine it. Let's see. It's the wrong depth layer. Yeah, man, yeah. It's definitely... Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, it's definitely still using my pose, though, and I don't want that. Alright, wait. So I'm gonna add the reference again. Reference. And full creativity. Oh wait, this should be the 100. Sticky Kelvin. Spiky. Spiky sticky. Oh, now it's going crazy with the colors again. What the hell? Why is it so insane? What is happening here? Okay, how to solve this? Like, what is the problem here? Oh, this is starting to work now. Yeah, okay. I mean, there is actually a pose control net. I'm just not sure if it can detect 2D drawing poses, but let's try it. Okay, so let's add pose and generate the pose out of this image. Let's see what it does. Fever dream. Yeah, man. Pure fever dream nightmare potential here. Pose. Okay, I don't think it found a pose. Usually there would be a skeleton on screen now, but yeah, I don't think it worked. Yeah, usually it would look like this. Yeah, but it didn't work. Too bad. Alright. Also, maybe I should show you guys the other settings here, the other styles, right? So let's just go through all of them and generate a few ones of these. So let's try Tom the cat eating some ice cream, some chocolate ice cream. All right, let's see. I'm just going to show you guys the difference between all these different models here. Just disable the control nets, have the creativity at 100. All right. Cinematic photo is the first one with Stable Diffusion 1.5. Klur asks, is there a way to clear the last generated images below? To clear? Oh, you mean like this list, to get rid of this list? I don't think so. I mean, if you close the program and reopen it, they're not there anymore. But I'm not sure if you can just clear them right here. Oh my god, that tongue is super creepy. But yeah, this is the results we get with cinematic photo with Stable Diffusion 1.5. It's good, but it's definitely creepy. It's definitely not photorealistic. It's trying to be photorealistic, but there's so many mistakes. So let's go with the next one. We'll use the same thing, cinematic photo, but using Stable Diffusion XL. Oh, Kilo, if you think this looks this looks photorealistic, super realistic, I'm gonna show you Stable Diffusion XL. That one is way better. Yeah, here you go. Doesn't this look much nicer? This actually looks a little bit like a cartoon cat. It's not eating chocolate ice cream though. This is all kind of like vanilla ice cream. But yeah, it definitely looks much better than the... I guess the cats look more realistic in this one. This one makes the cats look more animated for some reason. Let's try the next one. Comic and anime using Stable Diffusion 1.5. There we go. It's not a cat though, it's people. It's cat people. It looks really nice though, really nice art style. I think this model specifically was really trained on a very specific anime art style. Yeah, so it looks really nice if you want to have exactly this style. But I also noticed that this model is much less flexible. Like it's really hard to get what you want with this. Remy the Bow says, do a close-up of your picture in high detail like SpongeBob. Oh my god, that's a great idea. Yeah, let's try that. That's a good idea. Let me go, finish going through these styles here. Let's go with a digital artwork with Stable Diffusion 1.5. Okay. It's kind of cool, yeah. Kind of nice. Kind of cool, kind of cool. Some of these look like 3D renders. So yeah, and you can go in there and like clean up these pieces with paint-in features I showed you earlier. Let's go. The last one is digital artwork XL, Stable Diffusion XL. Kilo asks, what about the online server again? When I use the online server, he grabs like the information from the internet, and I don't have to give him references, right? Like if I type in Donald Trump, for example, he searches online for him, right? No, the online feature just works in a way where the computing power gets used from like online in the cloud, right? But the how you create images, like everything I just showed you, is still the same. It's just not being generated on your PC locally. It's the information is being sent to the cloud, and then the finished image is sent back to you. Oh yeah, these look really nice artworks. Yeah. You know what? Let's try my custom turbo model here at the end too. Let's see how that one performs in comparison to the other ones. So this one should be very, very high quality and pretty quick. Let's see. So my prompts stuff is still online, right? I'm not sure what you mean with that. Oh my god! Wow, the cats look pretty creepy in this one, but it looks super realistic. And it was much quicker than the standard XL model. So yeah, I can definitely recommend this model. Have I posted it into the chat yet? Oh, I haven't. Okay, I'm gonna post the link to the model in the chat so you can also get that one. Here you go. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite model to use right now. It's just so fast and so detailed. Yeah, it's very fun. Yeah, it looks great. Okay, yeah, Jan wanted to see the SpongeBob style high resolution close up, so let's try that. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go with Turbo for now. I'm gonna use the depth information. Wait a sec, I want the depth This was my depth. I'm not going to use it 100%, but maybe like 75%. And then let's do let's go hyper detailed photorealistic painting. Hyper detailed disgusting photorealistic painting. Close up. You know what's actually pretty useful? If you just do this in live, so you can see while you type it if it's kind of like generating the style and the outcome that you want. So let's see, hyper detailed discussing photorealistic close-up painting. I'm actually gonna turn this off for that, just to be sure that I'm getting what I want. Oh, that's interesting. Even if the depth layer is at 0, it still affects it. So I don't want that. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Hyper detailed disgusting photorealistic close-up painting of a person. Oh my god, that's so disgusting. SpongeBob SquarePants style. Oh, that's disgusting. What the hell is this? Okay, I'm gonna take disgusting away because this is really too disgusting. Hyper detailed photorealistic close-up painting of person. Oh my god, this looks so bad. Alright, let's actually put down the strength here, so it uses me a little bit more. Let's put in the depth information again. Depth. Percent. What the hell? Alright, we need a little bit of the original image in here. Yeah, I guess like that. Let's see. I think I'm going to switch over to generate and generate them in here. Generate. So we can pick from a few different versions. Kilo says, I mean, if I type in anything, he needs like to have access to the internet, right? So if I type in Garfield or so, he needs to know how he looks. So search online for him, right? No, this information is actually part of the models already. It's baked into the model data. It's not actively, like, it's a pre-trained model. It's not actively looking at information on the internet. It's looking at the data that it has inside of the trained model. Let's bring this down a little bit. So if the model is trained with Garfield images, it should know what Garfield is. This one is kind of cool. Okay, let's scale this up with AI now and use the same prompt. Upscale. Yeah, use the prompt here. What's that? Text prompt region have not been set up. What does that mean? Yeah. That's what I'm doing. So let me do it. Oh, it won't let me do that. That's strange. Is it because I have this weird thing here? How do I get rid of that? I've never used that before. Text prompts comment all regions. Yeah, I haven't used this region feature yet, so I don't know what it does. But I guess let's just upscale it without the prompt then if it doesn't let me do that. Okay. Yeah, let's just upscale it. Oh, it made me look normal. No. No, don't make me look normal. Yeah, I wish we could put in the prompt. I'm not sure why that doesn't... Maybe I need to actually create a new project file here. Let's create a new one, paste this in here, and then let's see if we can upscale it with our own prompt. We can't. Not been set up. Tiled. Oh, is it because it's tiling the process? Okay, that could be. Does any of these support that? No. I guess the prompt for the upscaling doesn't work right now. And I don't fully understand why. Okay, let's try this one again. Just upscale it 2 times and make me look disgusting like a SpongeBob painting close-up. Beautiful. I don't know. I mean, it kind of works. Wait, what happens if we get one of those images? SpongeBob close-up painting. Yeah, something like this. This stuff is so good. Oh God, there's already so much AI generated stuff on this search result here. This is also really good. And this is just horrifying. Oh my god. This is so funny. Let me get this one. Image copy. I want to see what we can do with this. Image trim to current layer. Yes, there we go. Alright. Let's see in real time. Mr. Krabs. Oh, that's pretty creepy. Let's see. The Rock. This is great. The handlebars on top. The Rock. Screaming in terror. Hell yeah. That's great. His eyes jumping out above him. I want to see if we can make it use the Mr. Krabs eyes for his eyes. No, that's just really weird. I guess we can also, like, I guess I haven't shown this before, but we can also get rid of the eyes here completely for the reference by yeah, getting the brush and just picking the color here and then just painting that over, you know? Just get rid of it. And then it also won't use it in the generation anymore. There we go. We can also paint in stuff we want in there, right? So for example, I'm gonna paint, I don't know, maybe, let's see what color do I want here. Oh yeah, right click, opens this cool little menu here. Was it left click? Not sure. Let's do blue. Yeah, so you can basically just like draw stuff in and then the AI will try to interpret that. Oh, maybe, oh yeah, it could be like electricity going between his fingers. There we go. Electric spark. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. You can just kind of like sketch out your idea, and the AI will take it from there and like make it look realistic. Electric. Wait, no, lightning. Lightning. There we go. Spawning from his hands. Now it actually looks like lightning. There we go. Very cool. Look at this cool image we made. Whoa! And if it just interprets itself, it makes it look like a cool cartoon. That's actually very cool. Oh, actually, we can try that too. Like, anime style. So maybe Akira, maybe. Akira anime style. Oh, he's getting hair. Yeah, let's try adding that, and then just run through it by itself again. Oh yeah, that's kind of looks like Akira. Pretty cool. It says put that image now in the anime cartoon model. All right, yeah, let's try that. Let's switch over to cartoon and anime. Let's see what it does. Oh, this is terrifying. If it really looks like this model was trained on a very specific type of art style, so when you try to push it into a different direction, it just falls apart. Maybe I need to just I can remove anime art style since that's all it does anyways. And it always wants to do women for some reason. Like tries to like turn the Rock into an anime woman with long hair. The Rock, the man, the legend, the Rock, screaming in terror, lightning shit. I actually want to see how that looks without with complete creative freedom. That's pretty cool. That's pretty epic. That is pretty nice. And you can also get some random result by clicking this die icon here, so you get a different seed. Let's get a little bit of our original in there. Okay. Finally, the man! Yes! Oh, this one looks very cool. Yeah, very cool stuff. Very cool stuff we have here. Gonna go back to Turbo. Whoa! This guy. God damn. He's intense. Oh wait, it actually made it look better, even better when it ran through itself one more time. That's cool, yeah, and I'm gonna up-res this to like, oh my god, one more time? Holy shit. It makes it look more defined with every iteration. I'm gonna up-res this, see if it makes it look more realistic again. Yeah, up-res that. If it gets rid of these weird mistakes here. There we go. Yeah, that looks intense. It's got too many fingers on the side at least, but we can also fix that manually. I feel like when you take over a picture and let the AI run over it again, it gets better and better. Yeah, for some reason it really improves on itself after every iteration. I mean, this could be a screenshot straight out of the Jumanji movies. Really intense. Alright guys, is there something else you would like to try out to learn about this process? And what's the animation model? Is it the Dream Machine you always talk about? No, this inside of Krita doesn't really have an animation feature. This animation you see here, it's I mean, Krita itself does have animation tools, right? So if we switch to animation, you can see like you can animate frame by frame animation. And what then Stable Diffusion does is it applies your prompt onto every image separately, right? So it's I haven't tried it out myself yet, but I mean we can look at it online here. I saw they wrote something about it, but it's not that useful for me at least. Let's see. Animation, do we have that somewhere here? Is Dream Machine a different program? Oh yeah, Dream Machine is from Luma AI. Dream Machine, Luma, oops. Here. Dream Machine, it's yeah, it's a different program. Ah shit, I gotta log in, 1 sec. There we go. Yeah, so this is what I use to generate videos sometimes. So it's a completely different thing. Hopefully we will get an easy to use good video generator soon. But the ones that are out right now are very hard to use, in my opinion at least. It's a lot of learning you need to do. I think the Krita integration is definitely the most useful and easy to use up to this point. Yeah. Okay, guys. Any more questions? I'm gonna post these images in the Discord. Do we have anything else that's cool? Oh yeah, we had some cool stuff in here. Yeah, this one is pretty fun. Okay. At least the Krita AI stuff is free and gives great results. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can really do a lot with this already. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna close the workshop for now. I hope you all learned a little bit of a new thing, a new tool that you can use. And yeah, I'll see you guys again in around half an hour for the Create Together live stream. Yeah, alright. See you in a bit. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.